Hey guys, I want to share with you how to make homemade lotion today. It's one of my absolute favorite things that I do in life, and I love having lotion. I can't be without it. That's how I've gotten to the point in my life where I can't be without my homemade lotion. Any commercial product doesn't even come close to feeling as good as homemade lotion. You've got to try this if you care about your skin. So what happened was initially, this is how I know how amazing it is I used to have this really bad hand kind of disease or skin dermatological issue where it was either psoriasis or eczema. The doctors weren't even really sure, but my hands would really get dry and crack and just really uncomfortable whenever I would use my hands almost in anything, as the skin was always so stiff and brittle that it would hurt. So a couple years ago, started making homemade lotion, and I was putting it on my face every night before I went to bed, because I was worried about how I look. And in about, 4 or 5 months, one night, a day, I was like, holy shit, my hands are healed. What happened? I didn't even know. And of course, it was the lotion. I'm using this lotion to apply to my face. The lotion's on my hands every night, and skin heals. And so that's a true awesome story of a personal experience I had with this. And that's how I knew kind of at that time just how amazing it was. I do use organic ingredients. And but nonetheless, and check this out. Before I used this, for my hands, I used to use all kinds of. I had creams from the doctor. I tried, pharmaceutical grade creams. None of them worked. And I also bought like the best lotions I could find on the market, the expensive stuff, and none of that worked. And then I went to this homemade stuff, just again for my general skin. And when I found out how amazing it was, it just soaks right into your skin. It takes a few minutes, when boom, it hits your skin. You're like, everything feels amazing. And I can't go back to regular lotion. Any other form of lotion, and I mean any, I've tried a ton since, and any other form of lotion, immediately you can feel the chemicals, you can feel whatever the fuck they're putting in that shit that isn't healthy for your skin. You can feel it. Skin is your largest organ, man. #1 largest organ. And aside from drinking water, what else can you do but give it the oils that it needs to be healthy and supple and sexy? Anyway, I'm really excited about this. I love making lotion, so I'm making it for me today. I want to share it with you. Here's how we do it. Okay, here's the ingredients you're going to need. Over here on the left, we have vegetable glycerin. The coconut oil is the big jug. Sweet almond oil, tall brown jug. And over here, organic cocoa butter on the right. Leaning up against that is beeswax. Okay, you get these 5 ingredients along with some distilled water, and you're off to heaven. Okay, that fantastic looking concoction is 1 cup of almond oil. You got a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 1/4 cup of beeswax, and 2 tablespoons of cocoa butter. Throw it in there, put it on like a medium to a mild heat, simmer it till it all melts together and gets warm, and it'll be ready for the blender. And in here we have 4 teaspoons of vegetable glycerin and 1 cup of distilled water, i.e. spring water, because I did not have distilled water, which is fine, just the distilled's obviously going to be a little better, a little cleaner. Nonetheless, this works. I've done it before. You're going to heat that as well to a mild low temperature, let it sit, and then you're going to combine both pots in the blender when ready. Okay, so after everything melts, this is what it's going to look like. You want to just turn off the heat and let it cool down. Other pot, same thing. Just let it cool down, and once these are cooled, we're going to throw them in the blender, put them together. I'll show you how to do that next. Okay, if you notice, it's starting to solidify a little bit right down here. You can see that, so we're going to go ahead and start the blending process. Go ahead and hit the blender on low. There it is. Now we're going to add just a little bit of lavender oil. It's my favorite oil. You can use whichever one you choose, but I actually just take the little stopper off and I add a bunch. And the key here is you got to get in there now while it's still blending up, because then you're going to stir it in, and then your lotion will have a nice pretty smell and it's going to work great on your skin. Okay, now you're going to pour the lotion into a small jar, a series of small jars. You want to make sure you can get your hand and fingers down to the bottom of the jar. That's a little tip. I've done it where I used a small mouth jar before and I couldn't get the lotion out of the bottom. So we'll put it in the jar, and we're going to put that, let it sit there for about 30 minutes, and then we'll get it in the fridge where we're going to keep it until we need to use it, and I'll show you that next. So there you have it, my amazing homemade lotion recipe. I hope you try it out. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. This stuff is fantastic. It's going to feel great on your skin. Use it every night before you go to bed. It'll heal some skin conditions. I'm not sure exactly which ones, but give it a shot. It's homemade, it's natural, it's good for you, and hope you try it out. Take care.